So in this tutorial, I'll teach you how to build the mini PC that you will use to store all of the data during data collection. So to begin, I'm just going to give an overview of all the parts. We have 4 M2.5 screws, 4 M3 screws, 4 M3 nuts for retaining the screen. There's 2 Allen keys, 1 15-volt trigger cable, a 20,000 milliamp hour battery pack, a 5-inch touchscreen, Jetson Nano, and 2 printed parts. In this printed part, there's 4 M2.5 heatset inserts on each corner, which is going to be used for bolting down the lid. There's a HDMI cable, a cable that comes with a screen for powering the touchscreen, and this is just a dongle that is optional just because our Jetson Nano uses DisplayPort, whereas the screen uses HDMI. But if your Jetson Nano uses HDMI, you can skip this part. So to begin, the first thing we need to do is install the screen into the mini PC. And how we do this is we look at the lettering on the screen and we put it upright such that the letter such that you can read it properly when the box is placed with the loop facing up. This will be very clear when we put in the screen because when it's in, we can see that the ports line up. So there's the HDMI port here, and there's a slot for pushing the buttons over here. If it's put in any other way, the HDMI port will not be exposed properly. So now what we want to do is secure this to the case itself. And how we'll do that is using these M3 screws. So there's 4 holes on the front of the case, and what we want to do is basically push these screws in. All the tolerances are quite tight, so you might have to screw them a little bit. But basically we want to screw in all 4 screws and put nuts on the back sides. So I'll show you a before and after I'm done with this. So once the screen has been secured, what we can do is drop the Jetson Nano into the case. We want to face the ports towards the hole at the top so that we're able to access all of the I/O. And there should be a groove that is in the 3D print that will hold the Jetson Nano securely. So as you can see, it's secure now. And we can go ahead and put the top of the case on. There's a hole for the fan, and just make sure you line that up with the hole for the Jetson. So once the lid is on, we can proceed to close up the lid using the 4 M2.5 screws. So once the lid is on, we can start to connect all of the cables. The main ones that we have to connect are first the screen, which is this USB cable that you plug into one of the USB ports, and the micro USB port on the side of the screen. And this will provide power and signal from the touch to the touch screen. Next, we have this HDMI cable, which will first plug into this HDMI to DisplayPort dongle again, this is probably unique to this Jetson Nano. So you can probably just connect this directly to your HDMI port. And plug this onto the side of the screen. And the last part that we need to connect is this DC power jack that goes into the DC connector. In this case, I believe we have an adapter that should come with your DC power connector. And again, this is unique to this Jetson. The other ones that we have don't have this, so this port might just plug directly in. But in this case, we have an adapter. We plug it in and plug it into either the 65 watt or the 36 watt connector from the power bank. And just like that, your Jetson should now be powering on. You should see a green light on the inside, and the screen should boot up in a second. Yep, and just like that, you have your mini PC. And please follow the steps that I have for a software setup.